Hey guys, welcome to Galandtree. This is Fire Emblem Radiance, episode 32.
Oh god.
I think it's episode 32.
It's in the low 30s. Just a little water on my tank top.
I just got really excited.
I'm literally like,
yes!
I don't think you know what true.
We did it!
Yay!
We did it!
I'm so proud of him.
And a great last level,
Oh my god, yay!
You go, Ike. He capped speed, too. That's great.
Ike, yay. Which is great because he has a full-grown heron on his back.
Okay.
He has a loaded 6-string on his back. Plays for keeps.
And he might not make it back.
I forgot what came after plays for keeps.
That was just so exciting.
God, like, you don't know what true head rush until you feel your blood pressure, like, shoot up, and then just immediately go back down. Because you're just like, I don't... Blood, just go back to where you're supposed to be, which is everywhere in my body.
Giving Jill that secret book was, like, a really good idea.
Yeah, it was a good idea.
Like, an even better idea than I thought it would be, but she's just, like...
You just gave that to her because you were like, oh yeah, let's just, you know...
Well, yeah, I gave it to her because I was like, yeah, you know... Jill can use some help actually hitting things.
But now you're like...
But now I'm like, hell yeah, you go, Jill. Actually hitting things.
She's doing so much.
Come on, Marcia.
She's doing great things in this world right now. I'm really proud of her.
Marcia gets a little more slack because,
she's probably had to hear Macalog talking to her for the past few days, so
well,
I would be a little off my game too.
I just mean she gets a little more slack because, she can double things more reliably than,
Damn!
yeah. She can double things more reliably than Jill can.
What level did we get Miram at?
Marum comes in at level 9.
Sweet.
He's a level 9 tiger.
So I mean, he's behind a couple of her people, but...
Well,
not
it's a little different for Lagoos.
Mm-hmm. Well, because they also don't promote like Bjork do.
Right.
I'm gonna try so hard, like, when I'm in a class someday to, like, say human instead of Bjork and be like, sorry! Sorry, I messed up, guys. I'm a huge nerd.
You mean say Bjork instead of human?
Yeah.
With him strategically placed, and this guy can't get to Ike.
Or Mist.
Everybody there, well, he's a mage, so it doesn't really matter. Everybody there can survive a hit from that guy.
Yes, the bad guy shuffle. I like that Jill turns around like, you call, bitch. Maybe get a hit in there, Jill.
I mean...
Oh my god, there's more.
She's not holding a ranged weapon, and they were attacking from a distance.
Also, there's a bush. I'll watch out for that shrubbery. What makes this level end again? Survive 10
turns survive.
I always ask him, like, what does this, and then I have an
and then I just point.
And then I look up into the corner just as you're about to tell me what, like, where to look, and I'm like, oh, there it is. Mordecai's only level 3?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
The Lagoos units are just really good in general. Okay, you go, Mist.
Mist is really stepping up her game. She's 9 levels away from promoting.
Yeah.
She's closer than I thought she was.
Yeah, but she could still use some help.
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone could still use some help.
Yeah, but I mean, she's the furthest behind right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's so hard to, Marcia! Come on!
To promote, healers.
Yeah.
Because all they do is heal. They don't attack.
Yeah, and you only get 11... You only get 11 experience per heal with the heal staff.
Yeah. Yes, you just hung up. Now you're playing!
It's a hilarious, not at all immature joke.
No, I'm totally not 12. Protect Mordecai, Kieran.
Come on, Kieran and Boyd. Promote this chapter.
Please.
That would be really nice of you.
It'd be super cool if you did. So,
Yes?
I was gonna say something about Ike being level 20, I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, if you can't get Ike up to level 20 in the stage 2, just get him to like level 19. Just promote him up in this one.
I mean,
You gotta
it's not impossible for Ike to still fight and get experience. But let's be real, having a heron on his back is a gigantic liability.
Yeah. And he can't put her down. And why they didn't just say like, oh, just give him to Nazir, like, we don't know.
There we go. Now it's Kieran's turn, guys. They didn't just give her to Nazir, probably, you know, for a map gimmick. Like, it adds another layer to your strategy to make sure that Ike doesn't die when he's got his skill and speed slash. Here's Kieran.
Oh my god. It's beautiful. Don't you think, like, the little, like, horse cape thing would be, like, get in the way of battle?
Yeah. And his new specialization is gonna be... What should it be?
What does he already use? Like,
Axes.
yeah, give him swords. And her. Because you gave bows to Oscar.
Yep. Now between the two of them, they can use everything.
Yeah. You're so close, Boyd.
Kick his ass!
Do it. Do it. Yes. Promote, you son of a bitch. Or not, that's cool too.
He's getting close. He'll make it there.
If not the end of this, I mean, they still got 2 turns. If not the end of this one, then the beginning of the next one. I forgot a little bit each time because, like, I always will assume the left side, or not always, but sometimes I'll, like, look and, like, think the left side is, the character, and not the, like, generic soldier that you're fighting. So I'm like, oh god, they're dead! And I'm like, oh wait, it's the soldier you were trying to kill. Whoops.
We'll see if I end up killing these guys down there. We can only save one of them out. Marsh is actually falling significantly behind Jill. Jill's level 18 now.
God, Marsha, catch up. Listen, we know Macalog really drags everyone down, but, like, step it up.
Morm's pretty amazing, honestly.
I love him. He's great. Like, 10 out of 10 would suggest using him more. Like, when it's necessary.
I usually just don't use him because, I mean, I have all these other units that I've been training up and have invested in. Whereas Morim, sure, he hits like a truck and he's got super good defense and everything, but I mean, I'm putting time or energy into it. It's not as rewarding.
Yeah, yeah. believe in everyone in this, whatever it is right now, this battlefield. As I blank out completely on what we're even fighting on.
Excellent. Come on, Marcia. Good.
Thank you, Marcia. Coming through for us.
And a level.
Do it, do it, do it. Yes, girl.
That's a decent level.
Okay, she's bringing it. That's all that really matters in the end, isn't it?
I guess. Now I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna get Jill and Kieran out of this guy's range to force him to attack Boyd next turn, so that
Boyd can level up.
Thank God,
He's so close. He has so little left to go. Please, please, Boyd. Do this for us. Do this for your bros. Yes.
and an auspicious end as well.
Yes! Yes! You go, Boyd!
And now we get to see Boyd's promotion to warrior.
Yes, queen!
And can I just say, I am so proud of Boyd.
I know!
I almost never use him, but he has been amazing.
He really has.
This run.
I feel like a proud. Oh my god, Boyd!
He got new fluffy shoulder pads. And he gets a 6-point increase in HP.
I'm so proud of him. I feel like a proud mother.
And he also gets the ability to use bows. Just like automatically. Okay, so we're gonna soften this guy up with Nephany.
I hope these people. So I accidentally started running a like beauty makeup Instagram, and out of nowhere, like a flood of video game posts have been happening. So I hope they don't mind that.
Let's see. This guy can do 14 damage. Minus Nephany's 13 defense. Good fucking luck, buddy.
I'm just really happy that Boyd finally did his class change, and he just got like fluffy shoulder pads and like new armor and stuff. Like,
and he can use bows
in the middle of battle. Just like
he's very fashion forward. He was carrying them with him just in case.
He just rolls up next to Ike and he's like, "Where did you get that?" It's called fashion.
It's called fashion. Look it up.
Like, I'm really excited to see how everyone like how their class changes like affect them and stuff.
Dang, Oscar.
Like, this game has not been boring at all, but like it adds like a whole new like layer to it when you level up, because you're like, oh, I have all these new like things I can explore now.
Okay, we did a pretty good job. There's 3 dudes left, and it's turn 10.
Please, for the love of God, just let this be over. Yeah, that's right, sir. Oh! Oh! What vexatious wretches! I am overmatched. I can't believe I'm saying this, but there's another white heron. Retreat. Leave them their prize. And Ike's like, holy shit, can I get her off my back now? And Nazir's like, nah.
Nazir's like, no. Have fun carrying her for another chapter.
Yep.
Blast! Duke Tanis has escaped. Ike, perhaps trying to fight with that hair on your back is not the wisest of ideas. Why don't we take her to the Apostle before moving on? Soren knows what's up. We finally got Duke Tanis on the run. I don't intend to stop until we've captured or killed that monster.
He's like, well, can we put her on one of the horses?
I understand, but shouldn't we at least let someone else carry the heron? Truth be told, she's unbelievably light. I barely know she's there. Well, your stats know she's there, Ike.
Yeah. Ike?
Is that so?
Soren's like, are you calling me fat then?
I think she weighs, I'd say about half as much as Mist.
Mist like, I will not be healing you in battle next.
Wow, I'm surprised. I'll bet you are. What are you grinning about, Boyd? Look at her face.
She is so done. Oh, nothing. I'm just amazed. Did you know you're 2 times heavier than she is? I'm glad I don't have to carry you around. It'd be like wearing an extra suit of armor.
You pig! You're the worst!
Guess who's not getting healed?
Oh my God. I knew that Mist was secretly the hero. Alright, maybe I exaggerated a bit, but she's still lighter than you.
Boyd's like, oh, I'm gonna be over here.
Well, what do you expect? She's a bird, motherfucker!
Mist is the only logical one here. If this conflict is going to drag on, I think it best for us to call up some reinforcements. Stop coming in the middle of nowhere just to tell us to give you reinforcements.
What have you considered? Reinforcements.
And X like, I don't know, why don't you fight? And he's like, no, I can't do that.
Avoiding those human scum cost me time, but I've almost made it to the altar.
Raisin, are you well?
Tabarn, how did you...
Nalushi told us everything.
Oh. Allow me to apologize. I left my own without a word to you, and this is what happened. Raisin, he doesn't own you.
He just wants to be protected by Tabarn. As long as you're unharmed, all is well. Let's go home.
Please, give me a little time. I cannot allow these humans to remain in the forest.
I understand how you feel, but we're completely outnumbered. Let us wait for another day.
Once I stand at the altar, I can take care of them. Every one of them.
You can't mean... Are you thinking of using the forbidden magic?
Dun 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 dun! Yes, I will sing those monsters the Dirge of Ruin.
Dirge of Ruin.
Why is it funny?
I don't know. That's just a weird phrase. Are you mad? You mustn't. I can't allow it.
With permission or without, I do what I must. It is retribution for genocide. Retribution for this forest.
He's like, no, there's a protagonist. Raisin, you must not let yourself be ruled by despair. Each member of the Heron tribe is an embodiment of balance. Do this and you warp up your very existence.
No up, just warp.
You warp your very existence. I'm adding words.
That's what they all said. My family, my tribe. And then they died. The humans were drunk with joy. They laughed, they sang, and then they slaughtered us like livestock.
To be fair, they set the forest on fire. They didn't really...
Well, they did both.
Oh, yeah, okay.
My mother, my brother, my elder sisters, even my infant sister Leanne, all killed in a single night.
Well, we have some news for you, Raisin.
I know. This thing I tend to do brings dishonor to my house, and yet I cannot forgive. And their past actions weren't enough, now they violate the sanctity of the forest without a trace of regret. Cursed humans, I will never forgive them.
Well, to be fair, you don't really have much family left. Don't you think we understand that?
That's right. Prince Raisin, there's no need for you to reject your honor based on the likes of them. The tragedy of the heavens, the horror and pain of that night, lives on in all of us.
Let's return to
Phoenicis
and think of a plan. You are right, this will not stand. The full power of the Hawk Nation is behind you. The humans will pay.
As you wish.
I mean, he kind of needed to get talked out of that.
Well, yeah. And, by the way, that whole Dirge of Ruin thing, file that under plot threads that are never picked up again.
Yep.
Enough already. Lay down your arms and surrender. We will let you live.
Yeah, no, never. I'm not giving up. I'm not finished yet. He's not here. Out of my way, penniless wretches. Your very existence is an insult to all that is beautiful.
And Soren's like, okay, first things first.
And Karen's
I'm beautiful.
Karen's like, I would also like to disagree with that. All you want is my wealth and beauty, miserable curs. You reek of poverty and envy. Oh, but I understand your emotions. Yes, I do. How could you sad vagabonds not want to be me? No one wants to be you.
That's the last thing in the world.
The sass. Silence! I am not one to be daunted by mean beggars such as you. Ho 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 ho! In the name of the goddess, I, Oliver, Duke of Tanis, smite your hideous evil.
Look at his face.
I feel like the longer this game goes on, the sassier Ike gets. To arms! To arms! Defend me with all your strength you possess! Oh, and bring me the little bird that blue-haired lout is carrying while you're at it.
Oh, please.
Ike's like, it is dark blue, sir. It's so
Perhaps a
brilliant.
nice indigo. Here they come. Combat formation, everyone. That is not a combat formation. That is a snowflake.
It's a special snowflake.
Okay, so we're gonna bring in Stefan and Titania. But first, let's make sure that Titania, yeah. And I'm also just gonna give Iron Lance to Titania because, Nephany is
running
low. What the hell?
I don't know.
What the hell good?
Listen, just don't.
What?
Shh, it's gonna be okay.
Like,
Amy, it's gonna be okay.
I'm all the way over. They don't even have siege tomes.
They're prepared in case you try to go that way.
Why? Literally, why would I go that way?
I don't know why you would go that way, Amy. I haven't the slightest idea.
By the way, all 4 parts take place in the same map.
No. Oh yeah, they do. Just different areas.
Yep, with... Where is it? This altar at the center. Okay, so here's the deal. This part sucks. There's a big band of swamp right here that'll take a long time to get through.
That's a fucking bitch.
There's lots of pre-promoted units, lots of mounted archers.
Fun.
Generals, which I think this is our first time seeing generals. They're dense as hell. Oliver's here. He's got a Nosferatu tome, which is high-level light magic that will basically leech your HP from you. So it makes fighting Oliver hard because he will heal himself continuously as he fights you. And there's also this guy who's got a meteor tome, which is the fire version of Ileana's bolting, and has a range this big.
That's fun.
So the big thing to remember is to keep your Beast Lagoos out of that guy's range, because fire is super effective against Beast Lagoos.
Yeah, get the Beast Lagoos away and get him out as soon, like, get him out of the way, just ASAP. Kill everything! We here at Galandtree do not endorse genocide / senseless killing, only that of Fire Emblem.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have Moram rush down there and take that guy out. Yeah, Jill's still got the full guard. And there's actually another annoying thing about this chapter, but I'll wait a little bit to expand upon that. Or this part of the chapter. And Oscar's already level 3. A level 3 paladin, that is.
Oscar's doing everything he can. He really wants to be proud of me.
I am so proud.
He is doing so much. They're all doing so much. If only Boyd, Oscar, and Rolf had a last name, I could call them the whatever boys.
But they do not.
They are mercenaries in a fantasy medieval time, so no last names.
Last names are a myth.
I'm just gonna call them the green-haired boys.
That's what they are, basically.
Yeah, basically. Like, you can tell if one's related to the other because of their hair color.
Well, I mean, Nephi's also got green hair, and so does Alicia.
But it's not the right shade.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that Alencia's hair is closer to Oscar's color than Rolf's.
Yes, but Alencia's doesn't look like grass.
It's the same color, though.
It doesn't look like grass. I think Makalov's hair is a slightly lighter pink than Marsha's, but I also don't give a shit about Makalov.
No one gives a shit about Makalov.
You know what I give a shit about that I just remembered? Just all the chocolate-covered banana pieces in my fridge.
Delicious.
I'm gonna destroy those later. Is that? That's... Oh, God, boy, I didn't even recognize him. Like, I saw him promote and get his furry, shoulder pads, but...
But you didn't quite realize the enormity.
I did not realize.
The enormity of the shoulder pads.
No, I didn't. So, is I gonna, like, get promoted after this, or...?
Yes.
How many promotions can you go through?
Just one.
Oh, okay. Well, oh yeah, because it'll probably take forever to reach. It'll be like the end of the game by the time you reach like 20 again.
Guess what, motherfucker? Two can play that game.
Ileana's not here to give a shit about...
Yeah, and Mist's resistance is pretty high, so let's see. 11, 22... Yeah, you can do 11 damage to her. But she'll be fine.
I mean, he might focus on other people closer to him than way out on the outskirts.
I don't know, I think he's just there to be an asshole, actually.
I mean, yeah, that could also be very possible.
Really, dude?
Look at his resting bitch face.
I mean, to be fair, Soren can't do much to him either, but still.
I like to imagine that Soren's just sitting over there like, he said, I'm not beautiful. I will destroy him. And I was like, Soren, no. And he's like, Soren, yes! Soren seems like someone who is secretly very vain.
Nah, I don't think so. I think he's just... Oh, we got an iron blade.
He has pride.
Oh, Moram. You make my life so much easier.
So we'll be able to get another turn until Titania and
Yeah, probably.
Stefan show up?
Yep.
I'm kind of happy you're not using a lot of these later on characters because I don't remember a lot of their names or like voices that we gave them.
They just don't talk that much. I mean, there's
Yeah.
no point.
Like, Reese is no longer important to the plot.
I told you.
We could probably reassign his voice. Ooh.
It was a close one, but we're okay.
Annie, are you okay?
Are you okay, Annie?
You've been hit by
You've been struck by.
a smooth lance.
Yes, Nephany just dodged a meteor falling from the sky.
Listen, Nephany does whatever the fuck she wants, apparently.
Okie dokie.
Well, first thing
First things first.
get him as far away as possible.
We're not gonna do that. Well, actually, first things first. Get rid of Meteor Guy, because who needs him?
She has Zeus's powers.
And a sweet level for Ileana.
Hell yeah. We'll take
An
it.
average level for Ileana.
Listen, a level is a level.
That is not always true.
I count 3 and up at least. Like, I have something I'm getting angry about.
Okay, now Moram can safely run as far away as possible. Soren will come down here. Oh, okay. I was gonna say he was gonna soften up some Myrmidons, but he's gonna get Adept and
Destroy him.
destroy him.
Destroy them all.
Soren's another one who's getting awfully close to promotion.
Oh my god, I can't wait to see his sweet robe change that he's gonna have.
It's actually not that sweet.
Aw.
I'm not a huge fan of Soren's sage robes.
Soren. Does he at least get closed-toed shoes?
I don't think any change befalls his shoes,
Ah.
actually.
Why would he... Listen, you're out in the middle of an ashy forest. Why would you have sandals on? I'm just saying it's not great fighting. They're not great fighting wear, especially as someone who's like, oh, we should focus on, like, being paid mercenaries. Like, have the proper footwear then.
You were so indignant about that.
I hate sandals! The truth comes out, I hate sandals. I don't like looking at people's toes.
Toes are weird.
Toes are so gross. Toes, feet in general. Like, especially if you're, like, wearing, like, a nasty-ass pair of flip-flops and, like, your toes are all gross, like, it just makes me want to get a hose and just be like, shh. Like, power wash them. I think it's also because I grew up in the Northeast, and, you know, there's not really a whole lot of opportunities to wear flip-flops, so that might also be part of my dislike for them. But I also think feet are super gross. I think they're as gross as birds.
Birds?
I hate birds. You know I don't
I know
like
you.
birds.
I know you don't like birds.
I think birds are super gross and they can't be trusted. Especially geese
Okay.
and swans. Swans are so mean.
Oscar and his brother are gonna be sharing this bow for a little bit. Thanks,
But
boy.
then they're so badass.
Thanks.
And then Rolf is just with his tiny little bow. You don't use him.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a lot of strong soldiers, especially ones now that can use bows, so there's... Do they really need them?
Oscar's like, okay, that's enough. Give me that back.
He's like, I had it first!
Oscar's like, okay, well, you missed, so you forfeit your right to use the bow.
It's like, Oscar won't let me use the bow!
Oscar's being mean to me.
He won't let me use the bow, and now I can't level up and use other bows besides the iron one. It's like, literally, I don't give a fuck, just let us survive this.
Here they are.
Yay!
Now then, first things first. Anyone who gets too close gets cut.
Looks like I'm just in time. Now that I'm here, the enemy does not stand a chance.
We were doing fine without you, actually, but
You know,
I appreciate the sentiment.
it's nice to have you here. Oh, Stefan.
And
He has like neon green hair though.
he does.
Like,
Just gonna give that lance to Nephany.
Nephine's gonna go lance some people. Lance. Get him, Marsha. Yes!
Marsha got him.
Listen, Marsha came to play. Thank God this is our, like, last deal, because I don't really think we have anyone left to call in as reinforcements.
We don't.
We
I would probably call in Reese, and
We have, like, Gatree, Braum...
I would probably call in Reese and Gatree if I had to call in somebody else.
Yeah, because you haven't done anything with Ziark, Makalov, not a whole lot with Rolf, really nothing with Braum.
I haven't brought Braum to a single battle.
I think you had to use him like once or something, but that was it.
No, I literally haven't brought Braum to a single battle.
Okay, yeah, you didn't... Oh yeah, he was there as like able to fight when you were in that one town in Crimea, but
I didn't bring him.
You didn't bring him to the battle. You just told him to get on the ship.
Okay, strength, skill, and luck. She's capped speed, so she's not gonna be going up in that anymore.
I have that moment of fear where I'm like, is it just taking a little bit to generate like what goes up? Or
What goes up? What do you mean?
like when you level up?
Oh.
Like, or is it gonna be an empty level? You've turned me into a Fire Emblem junkie.
Good. That was what I set out to do.
That's like our entire friendship. You just get me obsessed with whatever you like. And then
I like good things.
And then I'm crying about it and you go to bed. Like Raisin. I was so afraid for Raisin.
Well,
and you're like, good night, and I was like, ah.
Well, he's gonna be okay.
I feel like he's gonna be fine now. Maybe need a little therapy, but I was worried about
who here doesn't need therapy?
Like, literally everyone in this game needs therapy. Like, it was more like when Tannis had him, because I was like, oh god, that's like there's so much wrong, and like Raisin has already been through a lot with the loss of his like entire race and family, like being murdered, and
Boyd with the hammer makes a joke out of generals.
Yep. I kind of Boyd with his giant ass fluffy shoulder pads also is kind of a joke in and of itself.
Rude.
Sorry. I'm just speaking the truth here. Like, he looks great, but also kind of ridiculous at the same time. But, it was more like just Tannis having Raisin and, like, him being like, oh, you're my pet now! Like...
Yeah, that was gross.
It's gross and so raw. Like, it makes me sick to see, like, anyone or anything, like, grossly mistreated. But, like, that situation and knowing that Tannis, like, just kept going on, oh, he's so beautiful and pure!
It was pretty gross.
It was just, like, I was getting sick. And, like, I know it's supposed to do that, and they do a great job at it, but still. It made me sick, and it's wrong, and I didn't like it, and I feared for him, and oh god.
Well, it's all okay now.
Like, I don't want to know what Oliver did to that poor boy.
Oliver didn't have him for that long, okay?
He had him long enough to probably cause some sort of mental damage. I mean, I'm sure being betrayed by your childhood friend and sold into slavery to a crazy dude is already worse enough.
Okay, well...
Now that
before we do this, we're gonna cut the episode here, and next time you'll get to see what these guys are up to.
Okay, bye guys!
Bye guys!